Good evening, I'm Roger, and welcome to NFL Trending, the place where the biggest stories in football take center stage. Tonight, the Cleveland Browns are at the heart of a major conversation, and it all revolves around rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders. The question on every fan's mind: could Sanders start against the Baltimore Ravens? And today, head coach Kevin Stefanski finally addressed the speculation. Let's rewind a bit to understand how we got here. The Cleveland Browns entered this season with high expectations, a strong defense, and a commitment to establishing consistency at the quarterback position. But injuries, inconsistent play, and fan frustration have opened the door to questions about the future. Insert Shedeur Sanders, the rookie sensation and son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. Drafted with hopes of developing into a franchise quarterback, Shedeur has been the subject of much excitement and curiosity across the league. For weeks now, Browns fans have been buzzing about when, not if, Sanders would get his shot under center. With the team facing the Baltimore Ravens, one of their fiercest division rivals, speculation reached a fever pitch. Could Stefanski shake things up and hand the reins to the rookie in one of the season's most critical games? Earlier today, Kevin Stefanski finally broke his silence. Speaking at his weekly press conference, Stefanski made it clear: Shedeur Sanders will not start against the Ravens. Stefanski emphasized that while Sanders has shown impressive progress in practice and continues to grow within the system, the coaching staff believes the timing isn't right to thrust him into the spotlight against one of the league's toughest defenses. Stefanski's exact words carried weight. He praised Sanders for his work ethic, poise, and maturity, but he stressed that development takes time. "We're excited about Shedeur's future," Stefanski said, "but right now, our focus is on putting the team in the best position to win. This is about growth, not rushing the process." For Browns fans, that response is bittersweet. On one hand, Stefanski reassured the city that Sanders is indeed part of the long-term plan. On the other, it dashed hopes of seeing the rookie make his debut in a high-stakes divisional showdown. The Ravens are no ordinary opponent. Led by Lamar Jackson, Baltimore boasts one of the most aggressive defenses in football, capable of confusing even veteran quarterbacks. Throwing Sanders into that fire could be a risky move, one that could stunt his development rather than accelerate it. Still, the clamor among fans is understandable. Cleveland's offense has struggled at times this season, and the search for a spark has been ongoing. Sanders, with his polished mechanics and reputation for composure under pressure during his college career at Colorado, represents hope. He represents something new, something fresh. And in a city starved for quarterback stability, that hope is powerful. Social media lit up this week as speculation swirled. Hashtags like #StartShedeur and #LetHimPlay trended among Browns fans. Some argued that the only way for Sanders to truly grow is by experiencing live NFL action, even if that means facing early struggles. Others warned against rushing him, pointing to examples of young quarterbacks thrown into the fire too soon and never recovering. It's a debate as old as the league itself. When is the right time to hand the keys to a rookie quarterback? For Sanders, the waiting game continues. Sources close to the team report that he's handled the situation with maturity, spending extra hours in the film room, staying after practice to build chemistry with receivers, and asking veteran teammates questions. Those qualities are exactly what coaches want to see from a young quarterback preparing for the future. And make no mistake, the Browns do see him as the future. The bigger picture here is about Cleveland's direction. The Browns have built an elite defense, anchored by Myles Garrett, that can keep them in games against any opponent. But offense has been the missing piece. The question is not whether Shedeur Sanders will eventually start, it's when. If the Browns' current starter struggles in the coming weeks, Stefanski may find himself under increased pressure to give Sanders a chance, regardless of his cautious approach. Let's also consider the business side of this story. Shedeur Sanders is not just any rookie quarterback. His name carries weight. He's the son of one of the most iconic figures in football history. His college career was followed closely, with record-setting performances and highlight reel plays that went viral. His arrival in the NFL was more than just a draft pick. It was a media event. And in today's NFL, star power matters. It's not just about wins and losses. It's about excitement, jersey sales, ticket demand, and keeping fans engaged. Sanders has the potential to energize not only Cleveland, but the entire league. Of course, excitement doesn't win football games, execution does. And Stefanski, who has been under scrutiny himself in recent seasons, knows that rushing Sanders could backfire. A poor debut against Baltimore could dent confidence, invite criticism, and create unnecessary pressure. For now, the coach is choosing patience over pandemonium. What does this mean for the Ravens game? It means Cleveland will rely on its defense to set the tone, its running game to establish balance, and its current quarterback to manage the offense. It means Sanders will remain on the sideline, headset on, clipboard in hand, soaking up every moment and preparing for when his time finally comes. But make no mistake, that time is coming. Browns fans are too passionate, the demand too loud, and Sanders' talent too evident for this to remain a long-term waiting game. Whether it's later this season or at the start of next year, Shedeur Sanders will get his shot. And when he does, the NFL world will be watching. So where does this leave Cleveland? In a familiar position, balancing hope with caution. The Browns are fighting for relevance in a division loaded with talent. The Ravens are perennial contenders. The Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, are always dangerous. And the Steelers, with Mike Tomlin's consistency, can never be counted out. To succeed, Cleveland must find stability at quarterback, something that has eluded them for decades. Sanders may be the answer, but answers take time to develop. For now, fans will have to wait. Wait for Stefanski's green light. Wait for the moment when Sanders steps onto the field, helmet strapped, ready to prove himself on the biggest stage. Until then, the speculation, the debate, and the anticipation will only grow stronger. And that is what makes this story so compelling. It's not just about one player or one game. It's about the intersection of hope, patience, and pressure. It's about a franchise that has searched for decades for its quarterback savior. It's about a young man stepping into a legacy while trying to create his own. And it's about the fans, whose voices remind us that football is more than just a sport, it's a shared dream. Kevin Stefanski has made his decision, but this is far from the end of the conversation. In fact, it may just be the beginning. Because as every Browns fan knows, the future always feels one snap away. That's the latest from Cleveland and the Shedeur Sanders saga. I'm Roger, and you've been watching NFL Trending. Stay tuned for more updates, more analysis, and more of the stories shaping the game we love.